This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Doesn't that sound just wake you up in the morning, don't it? Welcome into another edition of Braylon Lee's virtual tour live on a good old Friday morning, August 2nd, 2024. It is 6 minutes after 11 a.m. on a Friday morning. So we have 6 destinations for you this morning. HUD is making a huge investment in terms of investing in the homeless population. I'll tell you about that. And y'all, this one can make some waves. I'm excited to talk about Dr. Henry Richardson and Dr. Joyce Richardson is a mother and son duo that's doing something really big in the world of the medical field, particularly when it comes to dialect. And I'll just leave it there. By the way, happy birthday to Wente Talk's 28-year-old son. Congratulations to him, brother. I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful day. You got a great, great mama. And I would not mind being her husband. Just saying. Wente Talk could be the wifey for sure. Anyway, let's roll on before Tank gets over here. Braylon! Anyway, Amy and TJ, Lord help me. Amy, Robach, and TJ Holmes. It's been a while since we talked about them. Well, they're lobbying for something, but child, I don't think they're going to get. I'll get your take on that as well. Tiffany Haddish is back in the news as well, child, and we'll talk about it. Okay, Ego Tequila. I cannot wait to tell y'all about this black-owned tequila brand. It is run and operated and owned by a black woman in Texas. So we'll talk about that. And speaking of Texas, Six Flags and Cedar Fair have finally are done with their merger. Hey, Jacqueline Haddish, good morning to you. They are finally done with their merger and they have a new pass. So we will talk about that. Plus, you know, I got a positive news story for y'all in the show. Higher is weighing low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background, yes you do. You hear the virtual tour music, yes you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith. I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Now this for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it up right. But whatever you start the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say, good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
And to Julie Chen Moonves, I do agree. It is a new morning. To Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Mackie Rodriguez, I do agree. A lot happens early. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here in the building. Are y'all ready to do what we do and go on tour? Because we do have 6 destinations for you this morning. Let's get to the gig and doing what we do best, which is going on tour. All right, y'all, we're going to kick it off with blackenterprise.com. Development spends $3.5 billion to combat homeless crisis. Let's say that headline 2 more times. U.S. Department of Housing Urban Development spends $3.5 billion to combat homeless crisis. U.S. Department of Housing Urban Development spends $3.5 billion to combat homeless crisis. Nobody should have to live in their car on the streets, said HUD Acting Secretary Adrian Tonan. These funds will provide $1 billion in funding to assist with the nation's homeless crisis. HUD Acting Secretary Adrian Dodman said that the funds will be dispersed among homeless services organizations for support services and housing programs for homeless persons. This year's funding opportunity makes it the largest amount of funding in history under the Continuum of Care program, which reflects the Biden and Harris administration's continued commitment to tackle the nation's homelessness crisis with the urgency it requires. Nobody should have to live in their car or on the streets. These funds will provide shelter to Americans when they need our help the most. The funds will come from HUD's Continuum of Care program, COC, the largest source of federal grant funding for homeless services. The program receives more than 400 applications and funds close to 7,000 homeless service projects throughout the year. It is operated by housing entities, nonprofit providers, local government, states, and Indian tribes. In addition to the funds, HUD is issuing a 2-year notice of funding opportunity, NOFO, that will effectively streamline the process and reduce administrative burden significantly. The department is also applying a first of its kind cost of living adjustment, COC, in an effort to combat increasing living costs. This adjustment will give additional support and pay to homeless assistance providers, which Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary for Community Planning and Development Marsha McFadden says is often forgotten about. Our approach this year incorporates the feedback we receive from providers to increase support staff and reduce administrative burden by moving to a 2-year application cycle so that our staff can focus less time on paperwork needed to submit federal grant applications and more time on the core duties and helping people experiencing homelessness. McFadden said Rockville Housing Enterprises in Maryland is one of the entities that was awarded $154,000 of the funds. According to the Daily Record, the money came through HUD's Foster Youth to Independence FYI initiative aimed to prevent youth in the child welfare system from experiencing homelessness. The announcement complements the existing funding that HUD made available for permanent supportive housing through the Youth Homeless System Improvement Grants and the 2023 Youth Homeless Demonstration supported by the Biden-Harris administration. Congratulations to HUD. I'm actually about to send that to Branch International, actually, because she wants to do a lot of good things. And, sometimes in life, sometimes by utilizing information, you really can make a difference in somebody's life. So that's what I'm about to do right now. Y'all give me one momento. And hopefully your Friday morning is going well, y'all. Somebody's life, so that's what I'm about to do. Well, my voice sounds good. Hey, Coach James Hodge, good to see you, brother. Glad to have you here. Copy that. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Y'all, goodness happens all the time. All the time. All the time. All the time. Hey, I know we talked about housing. I'm talking about this live on Virtual Tour Live. You might want to take a look at this. There we go. So Branch International got it now. From some particular person that made me very happy. But yes, congratulations to HUD for doing what they're doing. To me, I think it's quite spectacular, amazing, and wonderful that we do have people in government that really are about wanting to help people, wanting to invest in what needs to matter, not to mention too making the arrangements to make it happen. So shout out to HUD for sure for making that happen. All right, more Virtual Tour Live coming at you right from the space right here and right now. as technology works with me here. There we go. From blacknews.com. Mom and son duo launched newest black-owned virtual speech therapy clinic. This, like I said, this comes to us from blacknews.com. Dr. Henry Richardson and his mom, Dr. Joyce Richardson, have launched Virtual Speech Therapy LLC. We'll take a look at that in just a momento. A black-owned virtual clinic that brings high-quality services directly is their passion as advocates for patient care and innovation to revolutionize speech therapy by leveraging the power of virtual health services. Dr. Henry is a physician that specializes in physical medicine and rehabilitation. He says that he was inspired to establish the business based on his family's legacy in speech therapy and his firsthand experience witnessing the transformative impact of speech therapy on individuals recovering from strokes and other speech-related medical conditions. His mom, Dr. Joyce, has over 45 years. I'm going to say that again. 45 years of expertise as a speech language pathologist across clinical settings, rehabilitation departments, and skilled nursing facilities, universities, and hospitals. She earned her PhD in speech language pathology at Ohio State University, or the Ohio State University, where her dedication to education and research set her on a path to making a lasting difference in the lives of thousands. In response to the evolving healthcare landscape accelerated by the pandemic, Virtual Speech Therapy LLC is dedicated to making speech therapy accessible, convenient, and effective for individuals of all ages, from toddlers to adults. By harnessing cutting-edge technology, the clinic offers flexible scheduling and real-time feedback to ensure that each patient receives personalized care tailored to their unique needs. At Virtual Speech Therapy LLC, our mission is to provide patient-centered care that empowers individuals to achieve their communication goals, says Dr. Henry Richardson. We are committed to fostering strong, empathetic relationships with our patients and are dedicated to staying at the forefront of advancements in speech therapy to deliver the best possible outcomes. Their clinic's team of experienced speech therapy professionals is continuously advancing their knowledge and skills to deliver evidence-based care and support individuals on their journey to improve speech and communication. For more information about Virtual Speech Therapy LLC and to schedule consultation, please visit virtualspeechtherapyllc.org. That's virtualspeechtherapyllc.org, or contact 888-855-1309. That's 888-855-1309. That's 888-855-1309. For press inquiries or media interviews, contact 909-709-5646. That's 909-709-5646. That's 909-709-5646. Or contact CONTACT at VIRTUAL Speech, SPEECH Therapy, THERAPYLLC.org. Congratulations to this mom and son duo for teaming up. And it's important. Hey, my thoughts. Good to see you, my friend. And I think it's important too to recognize that medicine and medical needs to be cultural. I'm gonna say that two more times. That medicine and medical need to be cultural. That medicine and medical need to be cultural. That's not to say that white doctors, Indian doctors, or any other doctor is not qualified, not capable, and doesn't have what it takes. However, it's a difference when you see yourself, because some of the issues that you have as a black person when it comes to your health, that doctor is either probably going through those issues or probably knows people that are going through that. So shout out to that. Let's look at the website here. Here it is here, y'all. Virtual speech therapy. So you never have to leave your home. Choose your schedule. access to expertise, innovative technology integration, research-backed, and ongoing support. So this is the common speech and language challenges: apraxia, autism spectrum disorder, stuttering, aphasia, accent challenges, articulation difficulties, selective mutism, expressive and receptive language disorders, social language disorders, and hearing disorders. So they have assessments, early intervention services, virtual speech therapy, language therapy, articulation therapy, voice therapy, accent modification, parent and caregiver training. So you have initial assessment. This is how it works, y'all. Have initial assessment, meet your speech therapist, start therapy sessions, practice, and celebrate your achievements. I was 38 years old when I had my stroke. Oh, hang on. Let me go back. I was 38 when I had my stroke and left me with severe aphasia. I worked with William for 3 months. He helped me learn to communicate. I was able to turn back as a product manager for a large local company from JS there. When we first met William when our son was 9 years old, and he carried the DX of autism. He struggled with pragmatic language skills and was able to communicate. After working with William for 1 year, our son has demonstrated significant improvements in his interpersonal skills. Thank you. I first met William as a graduate student during his school externship. He took my place in providing articulation language therapies in the school setting. He was a natural and soon had all the kids in speech class quickly reaching their speech targets. His tender approach maximized outcomes. And then, of course, you have learn more here. They have different articles there. What a beautiful, beautiful, what a beautiful thing of a company this is. And so here is the about page here. And so they're currently serving clients in Michigan, Ohio, Texas, California, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Nevada. Okay, so that's where they're currently serving. So just to let you guys know about that there. I'm going to drop the link here if you guys know anybody in Michigan, Ohio, Texas, California, Tennessee, North Carolina, or Nevada. Let's see here. You want to find stories like this on the main. You want to find stories like this on the main news. I will share this with parents when I return back to work. Absolutely. And like I said, all the links are in my description box. And like I said, I know that what we're doing over here is very unique. It is one of one, and it is difficult to understand sometimes. Especially if you can't relate to the mission. But I know that everything that I'm doing over here, everything that we're doing over here, rather, is really for the cause. We are doing what the culture has basically been asking for, but nobody has ever stepped up to do it. And y'all know how I am. I don't say nothing. I let people be who they are. I only step up when it's necessary. And so the fact that we can cover stories like Dr. Henry Richardson, Dr. Joyce Richardson, with this amazing Black-owned virtual speech therapy business, the fact that we can cover HUD investing $3.5 billion to combat homelessness, that's what fuels me. Life is bigger than reality TV. But hey, then again, for some, that's probably all their brain could take in terms of their capacity, child. I can't help everybody. By the way, you are beyond cute. Hashtag okie dokie back. You know, I will just say this, y'all. Just because you don't hear people's plans and what they do doesn't mean they're not working. The hardest work is the work that you will never see. I applied for a job yesterday that man, when I wrote the cover letter, I got emotional because I thought about the YouTube channel. I thought about Clubhouse. I thought about my family, my friends, and all the mistakes that I made. Everything that happened to me happened for me. And to be honest with you, you know, when I said on Tea Talk with Your Girls, you know, channel on a live where a piece of shit, bitch, and you are one, and I stand on that, came after me for no reason, and I shared that I had autism. I was not able to talk. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, what? So you got autism, you couldn't talk, and you this diverse in your range. Like I said before, money, circumstances, and resources, they don't change people. It just amplifies what's already in them. Jacqueline Heddepesh, you bring knowledge with some topics. Great job. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. My thoughts said Fox News talked about the changes at Spirit Airlines. Fox News talked about the changes that Spirit Airlines are making. I was ahead of the story. And my husband said, "How did you know?" I told him we had covered it on your channel first. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And listen, you know, that's the fun part of YouTube. You get to bring yourself, your culture, whatever you want to YouTube, the original slogan. And, you know, to pull up another receipt, because I think people forget what the point of YouTube is. This was the original slogan of YouTube. Now, I don't think they've used it in a long time, but this was the original slogan. Broadcast yourself. That was the original slogan. And really, that's all I'm doing. I'm just broadcasting myself. I'm broadcasting my culture. I'm broadcasting maybe some things that you just didn't know. Like I said, my mom is the spiritual and the why of my family. My dad's the logical and the how of our family. You sprinkle some Braylon magic. I'm just an old school dude that was raised by a village and hasn't forgotten about his lessons. I hope somebody cares about it. I'm in the middle of my dash right now. I hope I'm making everybody proud. So, and thank you for that, my thoughts. And you know what? Honestly, too, like I said, y'all, that prediction that I gave when it came to Southwest Airlines with the different packages, don't quote me, but I think it will be called the love seat. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of this right here. Love goes a long way. So I truly do think that the love seat, you know, packages will probably be the way that they will go. Now, don't quote me, okay? Listen, don't be calling Southwest and saying, hey, so Braylon Lee said that y'all gonna be coming out, you know, with premium seating. Is there gonna be like a love comfy package and a big love package? Don't do that. Don't do that, because guess what? They're not going to confirm nothing for y'all. They're certainly ain't going to confirm nothing for me. But if you take information that is public knowledge and you surmise based on common sense and history, you could accurately predict things that actually could happen. I know, a shocking concept, right? So I'll be waiting for the packages for Southwest Airlines. Like I said, I think the love seat will probably be their thing. For sure. Actually, hang on. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about. Here it is here, y'all. And like I said, y'all, by the time everybody else covers it, it's going to be old news, y'all. So here it is here. I think this is what's going to happen with Southwest Airlines. There's going to be love savvy, love comfy, big, love big, or big love. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, I will say this, even though, you know, a lot of people are going to be upset about the open seating policy, not being around anymore. I think they are just trying to make sure turnaround times are good, because here's the thing. You as the consumer, you have your experience, but the board of directors and shareholders want their money. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. So before this decision got to the living rooms across America, there's been many backdoor basement conversations and boardroom conversations about that decision. That decision has been talked about. Any decision that finally gets to us has been talked about many times before it gets to us. So, like I said, love savvy or savvy love, comfy love or love comfy, and big love or love big will be the packages. And for those of you who are Southwest Airline seats, images. So here it is here. Let me pull that up. Okay, images. So this is what I honestly think is going to happen. And this is just a prediction, okay? So nothing is confirmed. So this is Southwest Airlines seats, right? There will be, so just imagine that is the love seat right there. Imagine that's the love seat logo right there with the love with the Southwest Airlines logo right there. So the love seat with the Southwest logo right there. So I think that is probably what it's going to be. So imagine these seats here, just a little bit bigger and plusher. So I think that's what's going to happen with Southwest Airlines. So listen. What you say? Keep my name out of it. That part right there. That part. And you know what? I'm so glad too that this channel brings people together, because it's like what you said, my thoughts. You know, your husband said that, you know, Fox News talked about the changes, and you were like, so we already know this. Like, I don't think you understand. The brother I got, he is the most well-versed, most researched, and most in tune brother I have ever known. This man's a walking encyclopedia of information, and he brings soul to everything he does. Like, I've been knew this. Okay. All right, shout out to my thoughts husband for sure. All for good family members down there in Florida for sure. All right, y'all, more Virtual Tour Live. Ooh, coming up right now, child. I just, this ain't the move, y'all. This, and I was going to do this for the evening edition, but I'm like, no, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. So before we get into this, I'm just going to roll this just so you know what they left. Okay, here we go.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Sure.
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I mean,
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
so that's what they were a part of. Good Morning America. Okay, all that energy they were a part of. Child, this comes to us from the JasmineBrand.com. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes desperate for redemption as they continue to fight for their GMA return, source says. I can't do it. From the Jasmine brand, looks like former GMA anchors Amy Robach and TJ Holmes are still hoping to get their previous jobs back. A source close to the couple shared with InTouch that they have been lobbying hard to reclaim their old anchor chairs, but allegedly are open to whoever will take them on as a package deal. As many of you, as you may recall, rather, Amy Robach 51 and TJ Holmes 46 got the boot from GMA 3. What you need to know after last year, after their controversial alleged affair made its way to the limelight. While the network confirmed that the relationship doesn't necessarily violate company policy, both were let go because the situation was simply too distracting as the romance surfaced prior to them legally ending their own marriages. Now, for those of you who do not know GMA 3 and what you need to know, is it? If it isn't the Schneffer and the Heifer, nasty ass cells, they can stay off of GMA. I don't want to see them. Well, here's the thing, right? So I'm going to give y'all the breakdown, right? So, you know how the Today Show has, the Today Show from 7 to 9, the third hour of Today from 9 to 10, and then Hoda and Jenna at 10 a.m., right? Well, GMA has been wanting to expand, right? So GMA's from 7 to 9, and they wanted to do a third hour. So this started way back with Josh Elliott and Lara Spencer with Good Afternoon America. It was supposed to be like a summer show for ABC because Katie Couric came out with a talk show. Yeah, that was a time. And so it was supposed to be a summer limited series. And the thing was, they really wanted to bring it back full time. And so it was basically kind of a additional hour in the afternoon of the GMA brand. They could cover pop culture, entertainment, all stuff that they couldn't do, all the sources they couldn't cover on GMA, they could cover there, right? And so then it became, years later, GMA Day with Michael Strahan and Sarah Haynes. So Sarah Haynes was on The View. Sarah Haynes was on The View, right? And hang on, y'all, 1 second. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Hang on, y'all, 1 second. Live on YouTube will complete. Love you, Dad. Okay. Just had to take care of some business, y'all. Love my dads very much. All right, y'all. So back on the history of GMA3, right? So I'm giving y'all the rundown so y'all can understand where we are. So GMA Day was, actually, let me just look up GMA Day promo because it should have GMA Day All right, so here is GMA Day for those of you who don't know. By the way, shout out to Newscast Studio, a great website. Newscast Studio is basically if you are a geek, a nerd, a fanatic of, TV sets, newsrooms, and stuff like that. They keep up to date with everything, but they also keep up with, music for news stations and promos. And so this is GMA Day here.
GMA starts September 10th on ABC.
So that was GMA Day. I just got goosebumps because those two together are a dynamic duo. So that was GMA Day. And so then GMA Day turned into GMA3, Strahan, and Sarah. So it was more loose. It played off of Sarah Haynes and Michael Strahan. So then after that, Kiki Palmer came in and then became GMA3 with Sarah, Sarah, and Kiki, right? So it really, really was a motley crew, and it was an amazing show. I mean, and at the time, for those of you who may or may not remember, there was a GMA studio. Let me pull that up. GMA studio. Newscast studio. So I'm going to show y'all the studio of where they used to do it. So, like I said, the first floor was home base, right? So they switched it in and out over the years, right? And so the second floor used to be home base, and then downstairs would be where they would bring in Times Square and the live audience, right? So then they switched it from home base being on the second floor to home base being on the first floor because they were trying to save money with the second floor. So the second floor was used primarily for like live events and things of that energy, right? So with that being said, what ended up, hang on, let's see here. Is this the one? No, that's not the one I'm looking for now. And I'll know it when I see it, y'all. Give me a moment. Here it is here. So this is the studio where they used to do GMA3, okay? So this is Newscast Studio. So this studio here was created because Michael Strahan, for those of you who may or may not know, was on Live with Kelly and Michael. So he became a contributor 2 days a week during the 8 o'clock hour. So he would do GMA from 8 to 8:30, then go over to Live. And so they was like, hey, we want to bring you on full time. And so they created the studio to sit down 100 people. And this was the format of the town halls with, political candidates for your choice, your vote, your vote, your voice, your vote. So they used to host GMA3 from this beautiful, gorgeous studio. And so they would have like the couch over here and a live audience in front of them, and all that was absolutely breathtaking. So after that, then it became that, Sarah Haynes went back to The View, Michael Strahan went back to GMA, and then Amy Robach was like the breaking news anchor. She was the news anchor, but then she did more 2020 of ABC's 2020. So she became the breaking news anchor. So then, the third hour GMA3 became GMA3 what you need to know about the coronavirus. And then as it became more acceptable about the virus being here, it changed to GMA3 what you need to know with that same color scheme. So it was Amy Robach and Dr. Jen Ashton, who just retired. Dr. Jen Ashton just retired from 13 years of being at ABC News. What a long career in television, for sure. If you can make it over the decade, you've done a career. in media. So then TJ Holmes comes on, and TJ Holmes was a contributor to ABC News. He worked on ABC World News Now, and then he eventually got his way to Good Morning America. He became the co-anchor there at GMA3. So now you know the history of GMA in that particular show of GMA3, what you need to know. So, see, that's what we call knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call facts. That's what we call being about your shit. Okay. All right. Back to the story, everybody. Back to the story. Okay. So, with that being said, now an insider claimed that the two are ready to be back on primetime air and have been networking and room scoping out the possibility of them returning to host the show. Yeah, DeMarco Morgan and Adrian Alley, they're not giving up those spots, bro. I'm sorry. Like TJ Holmes' job was to come in around like maybe 4 a.m. at 4 a.m. come around in 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Usually most anchors wake up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, get in at that time, and at that time they're talking to their producers, they're doing voiceovers, all that stuff. I showed y'all behind the scenes of GMA before. And he would be a correspondent. He'll be a daily correspondent on GMA, just giving stories live on air. And then they would tape GMA3, What You Need to Know, probably around 10. So when they say, from Times Square, here is Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, they taped that show from Times Square. They're not there at 1 o'clock. See, that's the behind the scenes that y'all may not know about. The source stated they feel like they've been wronged, but at the same time, they are desperate for redemption. They get a lot of fan letters that strokes their egos, and they're keeping an eye out on the networks to see who can use a ratings boost. Continuing, the source suggested that Amy Robach has been at the front of leading the charge and is hopeful that a network will hire her and TJ Holmes together, adding, Amy will always put her own interests first, but she and TJ are angling to get hired as a package deal since they love working together. They putting the word out, smooching with the right people. Well, I mean, listen, I thought that there was supposed to be a show called Amy and Co. coming to News Nation, where it was like a panel show. We did cover that here on Virtual Tour Live. But I don't know, y'all. I don't think y'all are getting those jobs back. I'm sorry. I really don't think you're getting your GMA jobs back. I really don't think you are. Like, oh, my Lord. Like, here's the thing, right? If me and Jill Scott were anchoring GMA3, hey, welcome in, lady. Glad to have you here. Good to see you. If me and Jill Scott were anchoring GMA3, I would make sure she was single. They always say, don't put your hand in the cookie jar, because eventually you're going to get caught in the cookie jar. Or to use a quote from Walt Disney, don't dip your ink in the company paint. So don't dip your desires in the company's paint. Let's read the comment section, child. Girl, please get a 9 to 5 and leave us alone. If he don't take his Caucasian trophy and sit down somewhere, I hope their exes get the jobs, promotions, and financials of their dreams. That part. She's hoping that she and TJ will get hired together when they got fired because of bad publicity in the first place. Talk about not learning your lesson. Nope, this is Carl from. They were so smug about when they came out, when they were having an affair. I felt so bad for a wife. They aren't ever going to get back on GMA, not ever. Nor are they needed, because I really forgot that they worked there. Did we all? Bye, Ashy, my Lord. So the sex is not enough. Now they need to eat. Sometimes love isn't enough to pay the bills. Redemption can only come from God. They're looking in the wrong place. The audacity, the abandoned God, the blasphemy. Enough from them. Nene in the chat. Bye, Felicia and Fernando. What do you want the network to do? Maybe America don't want to watch you no more. Prayers, though. Nope, stay over there. Return to sender. Hang it up flat screen. Ain't nobody looking for yours. It's over with. Whew. Oh, Hang on. I gotta look this clip up. I gotta look up this clip. Hang on, y'all. Oh, hang on. I think this is the clip. Hang on. I'm gonna like that comment because that comment was too funny. Oh, okay. I did like the comment. Okay, hang on, y'all. Cause y'all, this was that quote perfectly describes what is going on. Okay, hang on.
Well, get your mood together. For real? Are you gonna get upset about this? Man, I know you ain't finna do that. I know you ain't finna do that. You keep saying it's me. It's not, because you would feel the same way. It is you. My point is, you are f***ing up your own. No. You are, because this is big for you. Why are you yelling? Because you're sitting here crying. No, this is not the You won't be crying every goddamn show you get. Please tell him what's going on.
Bro. Come on. It's all right. My bad.
No, that's not the one. I'm trying to find the clip.
No partying, no sections, nothing.
Where is the clip of the keep fighting young man? I'm trying to. Anyway, it was a clip of him trying to talk about his career, and King was like, I'm trying to fight for something I believe in. And Tip was like, keep fighting, young man. Keep fighting, young man. Is this it?
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Here. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So, man, go.
Pacified. He was 12 years old. He didn't do that. Hey, he know I stand on business.
Hang on, I'm trying to find the clip, y'all, because it really was funny. Oh, here it is. Here, okay.
Homeschool would be better because you pick. No. What are you saying? No, this is beneficial for me. I can work whenever I want to and then get right in the studio.
King can talk people into being homeschooled. Everybody, he's very convincing. And I applaud him from that. It just, he can't convince me.
I had homeschool too. I mean, I get it.
You had a record deal and you had a hit record.
So how you know I won't get one?
You ain't put in enough work yet.
I need my career to start now because if it don't start now, then I'm gonna be rushing to get it later.
Check.
Homeschool would be better because Yeah, I get it.
You had a record deal and you had a hit record.
So how you know I won't get one?
You ain't put in enough work yet.
I need my career to start now because if it don't start now, then I'm gonna be rushing to get it later.
You don't say when it's time for your career to start.
Baby. No,
you ain't put in the work.
You don't know.
You a child.
But there's childs out there making more money than me.
Children, see that's why you need to be in school.
You don't understand. You got I want to make a name for myself. You got to make a name for yourself. But let him do what he's doing. Don't try to stop him.
Quit babying him. Let him go through it. There's a certain structure and discipline that comes with school that King definitely needs. That's part of the journey. You can't do it for him. His mama can't do it for him. His mama can't do it for him. Neither can I.
I don't think Tip realizes that King is really serious about creating music. I mean, we want all our kids to get out there and do what they do. But as a parent, you're torn because you want to make sure they keep their ass in school and get good grades.
I'm fighting for what I want, and I'm finally getting
Keep fighting, young man. Keep fighting. Ain't gonna do nothing but make a man out you.
Don't cry.
What is you still trying to coddle him for? Let the man walk off, have some time to himself, sit down, soak it up, and come up with what he need to do.
You know, I know T.I. is very controversial for what he did to his daughter's hymen, and you know, he is a out the way brother. But one thing to know and two things for sure, everybody calls him Uncle Tip for a reason. Because let me tell you something, that old school training got him to where he is. And like he said, keep fighting, young man. Keep fighting for it. So that's why I would say, keep fighting, young lady Amy Robach. Keep fighting, young man TJ Holmes. And do you not know how embarrassing this is for me to talk about you in this fashion? I was hoping for Bray and Holmes weekdays on GMA, only on ABC. I was hoping for that. Two black men from Arkansas, America's #1 morning show, and you just had to uck it up. Let the man walk off in the same frame. He's a child too. Keep fighting, young man. Keep fighting. That's why I would say the haters, keep fighting, you damn haters. Keep fighting. But the problem is, though, you fighting physically. We already won the match mentally. And your hate, just like arms, is not long enough to box with us champions. You an amateur, never will be a champion. All right, so anyway, TJ and Holmes need to crawl under a rock and stay there. Oh, you meant T.I. and Holmes need to crawl under a rock and stay there. Understood. Now, we're going to take a little commercial break. When we come back, y'all, I got Tiffany Haddish. Child, wait till you hear what Tiffany had to say, child. Ego Tequila, cannot wait to tell you about that. And Six Flags. Y'all, plus a positive news story. All that and more coming up right here, right from this space on Brantley's Virtual Tour Live. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
For Ramirez, Wingstop's triple meal deal. 6 classics, 6 boneless, and 2 tenders with 2 dips and a large fry for just $17.99. Get yours delivered today at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. I come from nothing. Our fun is your fun. Welcome to the celebration. all the time. I'll see that. Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with children.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from.
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There were stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back, y'all. If that commercial doesn't lift your spirit, I don't know what will. Like, I'm sorry. Listen, even though it ain't the 100th anniversary anymore, damn if I was Bob Iger, we playing that commercial before every damn Disney movie. Just because of the inspiration that is, okay? That's what we're doing. Okay? Listen, when Braylon Lee does make it in media, damn it, that will be a part of the onboarding process. You will have to watch that and give me 5 sentences, a paragraph of the emotionality you feel of that. I gotta check your emotionality. Damn straight. Because if you can't match that energy, you can't be around me. Okay? All right. Y'all, I might need this T.I. clip again of Keep Fighting, Young Man, because child just... Where is it? I thought I had it up here. Hang on. Yeah, one second. Oh, I did add it in here. Okay, hang on, y'all. Give me 1 second. And I'll add in the description box after the show. I thought I did though. All right, here. Oh, keep fighting, young woman. Keep fighting. I don't know if this needed to be said at all. All right, here it is, here, y'all. I'll let y'all read it. I'll let y'all read it before I start going. Go ahead and read it. You see it. I see it. We all see it. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it. Go ahead. Can I get a one in the chat if y'all are good before I read this? Y'all got y'all collective thoughts together? Can I get at least one in the chat? Because I saw this story. I'm like, what the actual hell? Like, you were at Paris Hilton's house. Talking about, wow, it doesn't look like there's any cockroaches in here. Oh my God. And then you trying to get up on Shakira at the VMA. So I'm going to take the collective silence as a one. Okay, let's go ahead and read this, y'all, because All right, y'all. This comes to us from the Jasmine brand. You did what Tiffany Haddish says she used to sell her worn panties online and claim they belong to Halle Berry. Tiffany Haddish had an interesting way of making money back in the day. The actress comedian revealed one way she made ends meet is when she was struggling was by posting ads on Craigslist claiming to be Halle Berry's housekeeper. She would sell used underwear and tell buyers that they belonged to Halle. Tiffany says gullible customers would pay up to $300 for the undies. This revelation emerged during a recent episode of the We Play in Spades podcast. Y'all think Halle gonna be mad when she finds out about the scheme? I'm just going to sleep because I can't. Like, what? What is wrong with y'all? What y'all think about this story? Because for one, that would be like me doing that and selling Jill Scott and saying they're Jill Scott's panties. That's just disgusting. First of all, like I said, I know everybody got to make $1.15, but for you to sell your own panties and then to use Halle Berry, and not to mention too, you utilize the neighborhood or the hood in the neighborhood because everybody don't know where Halle Berry lives. So you just had to just say the right celebrity that would get them fantasizing about that celebrity. And then, oh my God, I got a pair of celebrities' pants. So everybody who has relieved themselves and has stuffed their mouth with them and has done things with them, they are pissed off right now. Like, this motherfucker. I can't. Why? She is so unfunny and embarrassing. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I can't stand her. She simply isn't funny. Does way too much. It's just ignorant. Funky Dineva. Really? I thought I was the only one. She never been funny to me. She just be screaming in the movies. She's been crashing out since her child corn exposure. That is true. This reminds me of that quote that says, "It's better to be silent and thought as a fool than to speak and remove all doubt." It's amazing what we never know if people just stop trying to tell us. 200 likes. I'm gonna give you that. If I talk way too much, was a person. I be trying, but I simply cannot with this one anymore. Sis, please stop doing interviews, baby. Common dodge the bullet. Some things are better left unsaid. She's going to talk herself into a lawsuit. Where are her friends? Where is her team? She needs to handle her time away from outside. I'm convinced she doesn't have any PR. She doesn't have PR. She gets weirder and pervier by the day. I'm starting to think she's suffering mentally because the weird ish she says and does something ain't right upstairs. Prayers up to Tiffany Haddish, child. Let's roll on. Let's just roll on. Like, what else needs to be said? No. All right, y'all. Let me get this up here. This next story is so inspiring. So let's move away from that. Let's move away from that to a website called Voyage Now. Now, Voyage is a curated experience of media and content from different states. So this is exploring life and business with Rikki Kelly of Ego Tequila. Today, we'd like to introduce you to Rikki Kelly. Hi, Rikki. Thank you for sharing your story with us. To start, maybe you could tell our readers about your backstory. I got my first job 2 weeks after turning 15 as a stacker at a local grocery store. It did take me long to realize I didn't want to work for someone something else. I knew I wanted to work for myself and start a business, but I didn't know what it would be. 3 years ago, I left a toxic, dysfunctional construction company and decided to start my own tequila brand. I've always enjoyed drinking a really good tequila and thought to myself, the liquor industry is filled with celebrity hotshots, and you don't see a lot of women, especially minority women, taking on this industry by themselves. That's when the idea came into fruition. I had this idea prior to leaving that company. When I did leave, I told myself that this was the time to start working and building your brand. Right now, we're weeks away from launching. Would you say it's been a smooth road? And if not, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced along the way? I came into this industry with not a lot of knowledge or no guidance, working with a distillery in Mexico to developing a consistent brand, to securing accounts with wholesalers and retailers. Everything was a learning process for me. Not only that, but being a black woman in this industry, sometimes I feel sometimes rather it's hard to be taken seriously. There are some people that just see my brand and see me, and they can't put two and two together. They think there's no way you can develop a solid brand like this. When I'm talking about the brand, people assume I work for a distribution company or I'm just a brand representative. So the struggle has definitely been real, but I take it in stride. I don't let it affect me, because at the end of the day, this is my story. I've worked so hard to create this brand. Thanks. So what else should our readers know about Ego Tequila? Ego Tequila is 100% pure agave tequila. We offer two types of tequila, Blanco and Reposado. They don't have Añejo yet. That's another version of tequila as well. Ego Tequila was created on three key elements: quality, consistency, and excitement. The landscape of agave-based spirits is crowded with celebrity-owned brands and wannabes, but the thing that makes Ego different is the juice speaks for itself. No Hollywood hotshots are needed. Our high-quality 100% agave spirit is produced in the heart of Jalisco, Mexico. It's perfect in cocktails or as a celebratory shot. Our mission with Ego Tequila is to provide the customer with a high-value spirit with consistent standards and a distinctive flavor profile. These elements combined are the recipe to create an exciting cocktail experience for newcomers and tequila aficionados alike. While the agave category is intimidating to customers who may be open experimentation or may be open to experimentation, Ego's approachable brand that offers quality at a price point that's palatable for exploration. The goal is to create loyalists who turn Ego Tequila for their moments of celebration. What do you like best about our city? What do you like about the least? The least that I like is about Dallas is traffic. I can't stand it with a passion. What I love the most is the culture. It's the culture and its diversity. So there is her email address if you guys have any questions for her about Ego Tequila. And here is the website for Ego Tequila as it pulls up. Wait a minute, now hang on. Oh, the website is expired. Oh no, I can't show y'all the website. Hopefully she gets on that, because I want to show that off to y'all. But hang on, y'all know I got y'all on lock. Here is their Instagram right here. And this is a black owned brand, and they also won a contest, Ego Tequila, in the news. And so there is a backed incubator program called Pronghorn, and they invested in a trio of spirits. And so for those of you who don't know Diageo, they are known as one of the biggest alcoholic brands in the world. They have so many under them. So they have given they have invested into 20 emerging black-owned brands. 3 of them was founded by a black woman: Ego Tequila, Abuso Whiskey, Red Hazel Whiskey, and Rye Tapriki Tequila, and Nail Tequila, and Delta Dirt Distillery. So there you go there. So wait a minute, what the heck? I know you're not. Hang on. Sazerac owned Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey has created the Fireball Garter, letting their brides celebrate with their special day with something red. Oh, wait a minute. You know, oh, that's a little dangerous. Oh, my Lord Jesus. All right now. Well, listen, you flip that around as you under the guard. You just taking it down. You heard? Come up from under that skirt and woo! Whoa, my mouth is on fire. You know what? I say too much on live with y'all. I really see this is y'all fault. This is y'all damn fault. I drink my water, my black owned business, and I go live on tour. I don't cause no trouble on YouTube. Not none. Not 1 ounce, quarter, fifth, half, whatever the hell. I mind my black owned business. This y'all fault. Hey, the network specialist. Good to see you, beautiful. Does she think that this is comedy to say that she used Halle Berry's name? She sounds mental. I think she is. Child, nobody would have ever known that if you would have kept your mouth shut. Seriously. Seriously. So here it is here. Mm-hmm. So I think I might actually email her today. Because I DM'd them on Instagram and also on Facebook Messenger. So I did DM them. And I think she's the third black woman to own her own tequila brand. And listen, I know that and the whole point of Ego is to the whole point of Ego Tequila is to dig into the ego, the other side of you, right? But I know she said she didn't want a celebrity. There was no celebrities needed, but Usher said expressing goals out loud. I think an Usher endorsement of expressing goals out loud or coming up with an acronym all by themselves for egos on to keep, or coming up with an acronym just for that brand alone. I think that's the way to go. So, and plus it's black owned tequila. So hell, you know, just saying. All right, y'all. So as we continue to roll on here live on virtual tour, I think our last destination here is Six Flags. Now, I have to do this. I have to. I really have to. Give me one moment. For those of you who remember, you're going to remember. Okay? Okay. Here we go.
There once was a town that worked so hard, there was just no time for play. But that all changed on this one particular day.
Hey! Oh, you feel it? Hey! Uh-huh. What's in there?
There's a time for work, and there's a time for play. Six Flags. It's playtime.
I remember that commercial so damn much, man. So listen, Six Flags and Cedar Fair, the merger is done. So you have Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks together, and this is not the logo anymore, y'all. That is not the logo anymore. The new logo, you saw it in the thumbnail, but let me bring up the new logo for y'all. Just so y'all can see what the new logo is. Here's the new logo right here. So if you're wondering Well, wait a minute, Bray. This logo's not this logo is not this logo is not that logo. So that is honoring Cedar Fair. So it just became under Six Flags. So they came out with a huge pass. Okay. This comes to us from USA Today. Six Flags introduces all park passport for legacy Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks. North America's largest amusement park operator, Six Flags, just introduced a new pass to all of its parks, but it's not on sale everywhere just yet. The all-new park passport debuted this week as a add-on to the 2025 season passes at both Schlitterbahn parks in Texas. By the way, Six Flags also owns Schlitterbahn water parks as well. Schlitterbahn, like Cedar Point and Knott's Berry Farm, joined the Six Flags family on July 1st when Legacy Six Flags merged with Cedar Fair. It's clear that our guests see tremendous value in these season pass programs, and we're excited to offer them expanded access to our park. Six Flags spokesperson Gary Rhodes told USA Today. The park add-on will be available at other parks as the 2025 season passes go on sale there, but the full slate of benefits won't start right away. So when does the all park passport take effect? Guests who add the passport onto their 2025 season passes for Legacy Cedar Fair properties like Carowinds or Kings Island will be able to visit any other Legacy Cedar Fair park for the rest of 2024 operating calendar and 2025 season. Similarly, guests who add the passport onto 2025 season passes for Legacy Six Flags properties like Six Flags Magic Mountain out California will be able to use the passes for entry into all Legacy Six Flags parks for the remainder of the 2024 operating calendars and 2025 seasons. Oh, hang on, y'all. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. Let me go back. Oh, that's good news. Expedia now sells Express Breeze Airways flights. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Let's get back on this here. Okay, we were right here. Starting January 6th. All park passport holders will be able to enter both Legacy Six Flags and Legacy Cedar Fair parks using the pass. Which parks of them will be included in the all park pass on January 6th? And they are California's Great America in Santa Clarita, California, Canada's Wonderland in Vaughan, Ontario, Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina, Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, Cedar Point Shores in Sandusky, Ohio, Dory Water Park, and Wild Water Kingdom in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Kings Dominion, Soak City in Dawson, Virginia, Kings Island in Mason, Ohio, Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California, Not Soak City in Buena Park, California, Michigan's Adventure and Wild Water Adventure in Muskegon, Michigan, Schlitterbahn Water Park, Galveston in Galveston, Texas, Schlitterbahn New Braunfels, in New Braunfels, Texas, Valley Fair in Soak City in Shakopee, Minnesota, Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri. The Legacy Parks. Oh, my Lord. This is a long list, y'all. So buckle up. Here we go. Six Flags, Georgia and Bowie, Maryland. Six Flags, Darien Lake in Darien, New York. Six Flags, Discovery Kingdom in Valjo, California. Six Flags, Fiesta, Texas in San Antonio, Texas. Six Flags, Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Six Flags, Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Six Flags Great Escape in Queensbury, New York. Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. Six Flags Mexico in Mexico City or Mexico City. Six Flags New England in Oshkosham, Massachusetts. Six Flags over Georgia in Austria, Georgia. Six Flags over Texas in Arlington, Texas. Six Flags St. Louis in Frontier City in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. La Ronde in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. All these are water parks that I'm about to list. So Hurricane Harbor, Arlington, Texas. Hurricane Harbor, Chicago, and Gurnee, Illinois. Hurricane Harbor, Concord in Concord, California. Hurricane Harbor in Los Angeles in Valencia, California. Hurricane Harbor, New Jersey in Jackson, New Jersey. Hurricane Harbor, Autepec, in Autepec, Mexico, Hurricane Harbor, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Hurricane Harbor, Phoenix, in Phoenix, Arizona, Hurricane Harbor, Rockford, Illinois, Hurricane Harbor, San Antonio, Texas, Hurricane Harbor, Splashtown, Spring, Texas, and Six Flags Whitewater near Atlanta, Georgia. Woo! So as you can see, that's the map. So, how much is the all park passport? Prices will vary by park and pass type according to roads. As of Wednesday, the all park passport add-on cost will be $75 on top of the $115 price of the 2025 Texas 2 Splash Pass season pass on Slitterbond's New Braunfels website, bringing the total pass to $190 there. Now listen, if I had the free time and I had people to go with, I would get the pass. I mean, you get into all these legacy parks, that is theme parks and also water parks. I think it's going to be, yes, Six Flags is in Atlanta. Yes, Six Flags is in Atlanta. Yes. Let me go back to it here. Six Flags over Georgia in Austell, Georgia. Yes. And then Six Flags Whitewater near Atlanta, Georgia. Correct. I mean, like I said, for $190, that's not a bad deal. You get into all those theme parks and water parks, right? And honestly, y'all, that's better than a Disney vacation or a Disney vacation or Universal Orlando vacation, because guess what? You can go to any of those locations at any time. Anytime. And this is a add-on, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. So the add-on called the All Park Passport will be available for purchase later this summer when 2025 season passes go on sale. Currently, it's on sale for an extra $75 with a $115 2025 season pass to Slitterbond water parks in Texas. So there you go, guys. So I hope that informs you all. So listen, if you don't know, now you do. And listen, I hope that you guys, and like I said, if you guys do travel a lot and you guys, just happen to have a weekend off and you want to go somewhere, there you go. You're welcome. You are welcome. Now, of course, one of the biggest rumors is, will there be a Six Flags Orlando? And you know what? I would say probably, yeah. I think, honestly, if you have California covered with Six Flags, right, and Knott's Berry Farm, it could be a Knott's Berry Farm. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Now, it could be Six Flags Orlando, or, Six Flags Miami, or Six Flags, wherever they want to place it in. I think somebody said Six Flags Daytona Beach, or wherever they want to put it, right? Imagine Knott's Orange Farm, because Florida grows oranges, right? So Knott's Orange Farm in Orlando, Florida. Boom! You're welcome. And I am beyond sure that there is some land somewhere in Florida that Six Flags can buy. And if I was in charge of Six Flags, I would definitely be making a Knott's Orange Farm or a Six Flags Orlando in the works immediately. That's what I would be doing. So there you go. By the way, y'all, of course, I got a positive news story for y'all. Flavor Flav from the Jasmine brand offers financial support to Olympic track and field competitor who says she can't pay her rent. Hip hop veteran Flavor Flav is continuing to support the women athletes competing at this year's Olympic Games. He's a huge fan of water polo and was supporting them with rent and everything else. The rapper made a financial contribution to a collegiate competitor today, August 1st, after the athlete shared she struggles to pay her rent. Veronica Fraley, a track and field athlete who competes in the discus throw category. That's where you have that heavy disc and you throw it. Y'all, that is not an easy sport, okay? Took to Twitter. No one calls it that. No one in regular conversation calls it that. They say Twitter. Okay? I will always say Twitter. Even Elon Musk's face, it is Twitter. Just like you said your son was dead to you, X is dead to me. It's Twitter. Okay? Okay. Took to Twitter to air her frustrations about the situation. 24-year-old wrote in one post, "Tomorrow, I compete in the Olympic Games tomorrow. I can't even pay my rent. My school only sent about 75% of my rent, while they pay football players who haven't won anything enough to buy new houses and cars." In a follow-up post, she added, "Thanks for the supporting messages, but I want to clarify my irritation wasn't with the school itself, mainly the rules that bar me from making the amount I'm worth as a collegiate athlete, such as NIL, which favors popularity over performance. That's all I'm saying. Wish me luck tomorrow." Once Flav caught wind of the matter, he quickly responded to Veronica Fraley's post and pledged she would help in whatever way he could. He wrote one post, "Got you, DM me, I'll send payment today so you don't have to worry about it tomorrow, and I'm gonna root for you tomorrow. Let's go." Nearly an hour later, the reality star, real name William Jonathan Drayton Jr., 65, came back with another message confirming that he'd been in contact with Veronica Fraley and was making good on his promise. He captioned the post, "Man of my word, I'm gonna try to come by and support you tomorrow. Let me know what time." This isn't the first instance of Flav standing strong in his support of women athletes at this year's Paris competitions. As we recently covered, the Fight the Power rapper committed to sponsoring the U.S. women's water polo team and has appeared in commercials and made significant contributions to boost their chances of taking home the gold. Full story on the JasmineBrand.com. You know what? Shout out to Flav and Cat Williams. Sometimes the best people who give back are not the ones most known. You've been trying to get in the city of Duval. Okay. Duval. Where is that? What city would that be closest to? What city would that be closest to? And that was totally awesome of him. Wow, really? Wow. Okay. That nicely done. Well done to you. Well done to you being on the Jasmine brand first. Well done. Serena's husband offered to go half with Flav. Twitter joined in too. Now she has rent paid for a year. Praise be unto God. Can he please pay for the Nigerian Olympian who couldn't compete because her government didn't pay the registration fee? I'm sure he probably would do that. Flav is an exceptionally kind human being. Thank you for the support you're giving these women athletes. This really warms my heart. Flav. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna drop the link. Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, then. I do think it's about time that it comes to Florida. And you know what? Honestly, too, they could call it Six Flags Florida. They could, because you know why they call it Six Flags over Texas. And what? Actually, let's look that up right now. I'm gonna do that right now. There's a couple of YouTube videos talking about Six Flags Orlando. So let me do that. Six Flags Orlando. Now they used to have something called Stars Hall of Fame. Orlando's Weird and Forgotten Six Flags. So we're gonna watch this video from Theme Park Avenue. And Theme Park by the way, shout out to Theme Park Avenue. Shout out to Mickey Views. Shout out to D DSNY Newscast. Shout out to the theme park sector, PC Dev, all of you guys. You got Review Time. Oh my, how can I forget Review Time? Defunct Land, Midway to Main Street, Yesterworld Entertainment. Y'all bring me so much life, joy, and positivity. Y'all have got me through some really rough times mentally, and I just thank you for your work, your consistency, and the commitment you give to showcase the fan experience of a theme park. So I love the theme park sector of YouTube so damn much. I just wanted to say that. So shout out to Theme Park Avenue. Let's roll with this here. Here we go.
Hello everyone, it's Theme Park Avenue. I'm Eric. Six Flags is the biggest park chain in
all of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, you know what? That would be cool, because guess what? If they could, a Jacksonville Jaguar roller coaster would work. Jack and Jaguar roller coaster. You're welcome. See, this is what I do. Damn it, this is what we do over here. Doggone it. Okay, let's roll.
in America in terms of quantity. It has many parks all around the states. However, it does not have one in theme park hotspot Florida. So what if it did? Before I discuss my ideas for a Floridian Six Flags park, subscribe to the channel so you know when new coaster content comes out. I upload 2 times a week. And let's get into this topic. First of all, we should discuss where in Florida would a Six Flags park go. What's the first place that comes to mind when you think a theme park in Florida? Orlando. Of course. I personally think the Six Flags park should not be in Orlando or near Orlando. The main reason would be competition, of course. Obviously, I'm sure the fact that most of the rides and attractions in the Orlando area are not particularly thrill-based could mean a lot of people would want to go to a Six Flags.
Wait a minute. Are you saying okay to the Jack and Jaguar roller coaster? Is that what you're saying? See, listen. This is why I need the shot. Because, listen, I keep coming up with greatness. All I need is the shot. See, there's some people that they need training. I don't need training. This soul was created to create. Just saying. Let's roll on, y'all.
Oh, they are there.
Oh, by the way,
thrill seeking.
By the way, shout out to Theme Park Avenue. Like, comment, share, subscribe to Theme Park Avenue.
I still don't think they should go anywhere near a Disney park or a Universal park for that matter, especially with Universal kind of stepping more into the thrill zone. And I should point out, it could be in kind of the outskirt area of Florida's Orlando parks, in like Winter Haven where Legoland is, but I don't think they should do that either, as being within even 2 hours of Orlando really easily could honestly be detrimental to the visitation. A lot of people would want to go to the other parks. Tampa, no, I don't think so. The main thing is Busch Gardens is already a thrill-based park. Having another one there, I'm just not sure it would work. A good example of how this would work, California, you don't really have more than one park that's super thrill. I know Knott's Berry Farm has some thrills, but it's really Six Flags Magic Mountain. So what's another popular area in Florida? Miami? I don't think Miami is a good place personally. It is undoubtedly popular, and a lot of people go there, but I don't think it's a tourist destination for a theme park. It just doesn't seem like the right area to me. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't think there should be a big theme park in Miami. So what area does that leave? Jacksonville. For those of you who don't know, Jacksonville is a city in somewhat northeastern Florida. It is one of the largest cities, at least by city proper, and it basically has an entire county in it because it's a huge city. It is full of city parks, no theme parks though, and pretty much none in the general area. So, I think it is good to have one there. What would make Jacksonville good? Well, first of all, there is the fact that, I mean, it's in Florida, so that means it fits that bill, but the other more important thing, I think, is that Jacksonville is a large city that is in a somewhat populous area. The Florida Panhandle has a lot of visitors, and I think they would be more interested in the theme park, given that it's closer to the border of other states, Maybe people from Atlanta would come here before they go to Orlando for travel sake. And a lot of people in the eastern but not super far northeast US, places like the Carolinas and Tennessee, maybe they would want to go to this Six Flags park. That would be a very good thing. And I also think Jacksonville is good because of one other major thing, and that is the fact that it's not that near Orlando. I really don't think this park should be near Orlando, and that is the final main reason why Jacksonville, I think, is the area. I know it definitely seems weird at first, but I think it's just a strong one. So now let's get into the actual park, because honestly, talking about Jacksonville, I'm sure it's kind of boring for some of you. What should the theming of this park be? Well, this is Florida, and I don't know a single major park that doesn't have a decent level of theming to it. Actually, pretty much compared to any other park outside of Southern California and a couple Persian parks maybe, I think pretty much every Florida park is way up there for theming. So I think this would be one of the most themed Six Flags parks. It would have to be really close, if not above Fiesta Texas, to really appeal to the Florida market in a way. In terms of themed areas, I think it would kind of follow a Disney format. It would be a lot of different areas with different themes that are drastically apart from each other. My ideas would be definitely a big DC themed area. I think that could be really impressive. This one may sound weird, but I think a Western one, something that's not super related to Florida, but still one that can really have a nice theme to it. I think a tropical beach theme would be a good one because this is Florida, so having one that's kind of appealing to that crowd would be strong.
Good morning, Steve.
One theme to space, that one stands out to me mainly for the Kennedy Space Center being in Florida, and I think it's just one that would interest a lot of people. And then a Looney Tunes themed area that's a bit more than just your standard kids area, like a dark ride in it, something like Seuss Landing sort of, and then just a really strong entrance plaza that looks really nice. So this would be 6, 7 different themed areas. I'm leaning towards 6. I think it's good to keep it smaller. That's the same as Magic Kingdom, so this could have some similarities. But I don't think, given it's a Six Flags park, anyone will be saying it's ripping off Disney in any way. So that's for theming. What about the coasters? That is possibly the most important part, as it is the thing Six Flags focuses on most with their attractions. What should they have there? Well, I have a decent list of rides I think should definitely be at this park. The first is a Hyper. Who should make the Hyper? I'm not sure. I think B&M could be good. The biggest issue with that is there is a B&M Hyper in SeaWorld Orlando already. But the reason the Hyper overall is good is because there's very few airtime coasters in Florida. In fact, I'd say once Iron Gwazi opens, that'll be the third one that has a decent level of airtime to it. And that would mean it definitely needs a few more. So, a Hyper coaster. I think B&M definitely works better for the airtime thing, and I think a B&M Hyper could be really strong. Again, the weirdest thing would just be that there is a Hyper that is by B&M already in Florida, but there isn't one by Intamin per se. But we'll get to that maybe some other time. Another thing I think this should have, honestly, I think this park needs to have a free spin. I know that sounds weird, but I think that would be kind of interesting for people who only go to Florida parks. If you're a thrill seeker and you've only been to Florida parks, you've never experienced anything like a 4D free spin. It could be kind of interesting for some people. I think having a good level of theming on that one as well will be very important. The next thing, this park should have a launch coaster. I recognize that there are many launch coasters already in Florida, but there are many launch coasters in other states that are across multiple parks as well, and I think that's kind of important. I know that's kind of saying like it's integral to the layout and all, but I still think a launch coaster is really important. A good themed one, definitely on the more thrilling side, closer to Velocicoaster than Hagrid's. I'm not thinking world class per se, maybe, but I think a good launch coaster, maybe a Premier Rides one, would be good for this park. Next up, one that I think, though it is in Florida already, is one that would just really appeal to that crowd, a flying coaster. In terms of Vekoma or B&M, I think B&M is the way to go, as we haven't heard a whole lot yet about flying coasters from Vekoma. We only know about one, and there isn't really any going on in the States, so I think it is good to stick with B&M. A good, as weird as this sounds, terrain-based one. There'd have to be a lot of trees, but terrain is kind of interesting in Florida because we have none. So, yeah, but I still think a flying coaster would be good. A pretzel loop would be a cool element for some, and the graceful feeling would be good for others. So it's definitely one that could work out pretty well. I also think a wooden coaster is really important. There are only 2 in Florida, and they are at parks that very few go to, I think. There is actually a third, but it's more family-based. I think a thrilling wooden coaster is important. Who should make it? I think RMC. A ground-up RMC wooden coaster could be really cool. I am not suggesting anything like Lightning Rod, but closer to Goliath at Great America. Still very unique, but I think that is the way to go for a wooden coaster. Also, I think a B&M invert with an original layout should be at this park. I know there is one B&M invert already in Montu, and it's really hard to beat. But that is why I think a Batman the Ride would not be a great fit. I think this park really should have something that could kind of compete with Montu in its layout. Because Batman the Rides are already basically just as intense as Montu. So I think having a layout that can compete with Montu could make this park a real destination for people who like roller coasters. And then I also think a unique RMC single rail would be good here. None of the 2 layouts that we already know about. But I think that would also be one that...
So I will say this, what he's talking about. So when you guys go to like, you know, Six Flags, or you go Cedar Point, or you go to your local amusement park, right? You see these huge roller coasters. So all the different ones that he's talking about, those are different formats of roller coasters. And he's also talking about the different companies that make roller coasters. So just want to give context on that.
That'd be pretty interesting for a lot of people in Florida. And the final thing, more family-based, a Vekoma Mine Train. This can be incredibly well themed, and that is the primary reason why I think it would be good. So those are all of the roller coasters that I'm going to talk about here. So already, you know, a list of 9 is quite a few. And I think that's basically what they would need for opening day. Maybe a kiddie coaster as well, but those are things that I'd like to see in the first few years of the park opening, whether it's opening day or soon after. But let's move to dark rides. Yes, dark rides are obviously not Six Flags' forte, but I do think this park needs to have some. The main reason is, well, this is Florida. I don't know a single park that doesn't have a dark ride that isn't major. Busch Gardens doesn't count because it has lots of theming. But you know what? Yeah, that one doesn't happen. But I still think Six Flags should be able to try to compete with Disney parks in terms of dark rides. Now, I know what you're thinking. It can't possibly compete given that Disney puts a lot of its money into animatronics and theming. So how could Six Flags compete? Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I think fun is just as important as theming. And Six Flags, I think they can do the fun part if it's done right. There are 2 dark rides I suggest. First, I think there should be a shooting ride that is not Justice League Battle for Metropolis. That would just seem far too low budget for the people who go to Florida, I think. I personally like the ride, but I think they would complain that why would they go here if they can do Toy Story Mania or even Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin? And then, of course, others like Men in Black Alien Attack, which are on a whole other level. But I overall think it's just a good idea to have a shooting ride. They're fun. They're competitive. I think it'd be really good. I don't think it should be Trio-Tech. I think it should focus on practical a lot and be really cool. I'm just not quite sure how it would work. I don't have a whole lot of details. It could really go in any area. It could either be a Western themed one, or it could be space themed. It could also be DC themed, but not be Battle for Metropolis. And the other dark ride I want to talk about is a Looney Tunes dark ride. I think there has to be something like Cat in the Hat. That kind of goes through the whole story of a Looney Tunes episode. Maybe Bugs Bunny trying to get away from Elmer Fudd, or Roadrunner and Coyote. It'd be a fun one for the kids, and just be maybe not the most impressive one, but definitely one that is charming for families and very fun overall. That's all for the rides. There are 2 more points I want to discuss, and the first is one that a lot of you probably didn't even consider, but would this be a resort? Why would I even make a Six Flags park a resort? This is Florida. A lot of the parks are resorts.
That is
Those
true.
in the Orlando area, all of them are. Disney World, that is a huge resort. Universal Orlando, major resort. It's even in the name. Legoland has hotels, and they are building and building and building. Will a Six Flags park have hotels since it is in Florida? And they have to compete with that. No, I don't think so. Definitely not. I just don't think that would work. But it is a good point to discuss, as there is the possibility of it trying to compete with Disney by having a hotel. The thing about that, though, is just it's hard to theme a hotel in that way because it's Six Flags and not really huge cohesive themes. But overall, that's my thoughts on resorts. And the final thing is when this will be made, because Epic Universe is underway, of course.
Yes, it is.
So that makes it kind of tough. Would this be competing with Epic Universe when it opens?
No.
Well, I think this would either have to be scrambled together and put up before Epic Universe opened, or be multiple years after Epic Universe. 3, 4, even 5, because the hype needs to wear off a bit. Everyone would go to Epic Universe, I think, if a Six Flags park and Epic Universe open at the same time.
Without question.
Unless Six Flags had an elite roller coaster and Epic Universe did not. Then that would be a split, but I just don't think it's good to open against the Universal Park ever. So this would definitely be in the far future, but it's just a couple of ideas for a Six Flags park. And that is the whole video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on a new Six Flags park down below. Maybe one in your own home state if it's not Florida. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and like the video if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.
Shout out to Theme Park Avenue. You know, I think with Six Flags, to be honest with you, because Cedar Fair has the Snoopy characters, right? And Looney Tunes is Six Flags. Remember how we did our Disney World 5th park conversation and how I said Pac-Man could be like a 5th park? Maybe Pac-Man joins Six Flags and you can have a Pac-Man roller coaster. I think Six Flags now combined with Cedar Fair, they should lean into properties that have not gotten the time of day, intellectual properties and brands that have not gotten the time of day from Disney or Universal. That's the way that you combat that. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna turn on my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Woo! All right, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come up. And that is how you do a damn show. Yes, indeed. While you do that, lady, we're gonna take a little commercial break here as well. Let's do what we do. We'll be back right after this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. Roll it.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, jump it to the floor, yeah, jump it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, jump it to the floor, yeah, jump it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, jump it to the floor, yeah, jump it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, jump it to the floor, yeah, jump it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
For Ramirez? Wingstop's triple meal deal. 6 classics, 6 boneless, and 2 tenders with 2 dips and a large fry for just $17.99. Get yours delivered today at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. For Ramirez.
Sweet morning dew, I wanna love you, and it was plain to see. You were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son.
Welcome to the celebration.
We all we got. I'll do that.
Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with joy.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Well, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
What is?
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
McDonald's. I'm loving it.
And I'm loving y'all right back. Yes, that is Sassy you're hearing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. And y'all know I got another jam-packed show for y'all tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. You know I do. You know I do. You know I do. By the way, shout out to Daytime Tea Time. I hope she's doing okay. I used to watch her content all the time. I haven't seen her in a long while, but hopefully she is all right. Yes, indeed. Oh, I want to show y'all this cool coaster real quick. Check this out. So this is the Aquaman Power Wave coaster at Six Flags Over Texas. This is really cool. And this is a water coaster, y'all. Which, if you really think about, is a technological feat because of the fact that, you know, technology and water usually don't mix well. So check this out. I saw this on Facebook, actually. I thought it was too cool. Watch this. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Wait for it. I'll take you all the way back. Here it comes. How cool is that? Lord and Lord, how cool is that? That is the Aquaman Power Wave at Six Flags over
who's
Texas.
Making serious money with print on demand.
I thought that was one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Actually, let me see if because I remember sending the clip to myself. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I know I sent it to myself. Hang on, y'all. Yeah, hang on one second. I'm gonna go with Facebook. Six Flags. Okay, here it is. Here it's from In the Loop. So let me share this to Messenger right now, so you guys can see it, because you guys saw it from the POV of sitting down on it, but I don't think you guys understand the magnitude of that. So let me go to my Facebook. Now listen, water coasters I'm here for. I definitely am here for it. All right, so here we go, y'all. This is from In the Loop. Sorry, y'all. That's from In the Loop here. Here we go. So there it is there. Yeah, listen, make sure you wear swimsuits on that, okay? Make sure you wear swimsuits on that, because if you don't, you're gonna be pissed. No roller coasters for me. So even that one, would you ride that? Because I mean, honestly, I would ride that. I mean, that's, here and there in a couple of seconds. Like a water flume ride is not that bad to me, where it goes all the way up and then it makes a big splash. Hershey Park water ride. Wait, is this the one? Hang on. Okay, here's this one here. You would never. Oh my Lord, G. You wouldn't even ride it with me, network specialist. Come on. A fun day with Bray. You wouldn't ride it for Braylon. Come on. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. She like, Braylon, I love you, but I'm not riding it here. I'm not riding it there. I'm not riding it anywhere. The network specialist I am. Hang on, let me see here. Hershey Park phone knocked out of hand by water. Water ride phone. Okay, so hang on. Let me show y'all this one real quick here. Where is my Facebook? Where's my Facebook? Facebook. So here it is here. So here's this right here. Now this is at Hershey Park. Here we go. Yes, indeed. Honestly, let me tell you something. If the Travel Channel was the actual Travel Channel, I would do like a water loop TV show where all I would do was just ride water coasters. Of like, y'all, this water coaster is this many feet tall and it goes this fast and we're gonna ride it. I really would do that as a job. I really would. All right, y'all, let me get the 6 p.m. show up for y'all. My Lord Jesus. My Lord. So here's the show that I got for y'all tonight at 6 p.m. Yes, we're going to talk about NABJ. There was Rachel Scott there from ABC News. And then there was Katie Agomana. And then there was a house slave serving the white master on her knees from Fox News. I can't remember her name, nor do I give a damn. Then Kamala Harris responded. Don Lemon is in the news with Elon Musk. I'll tell you about that. Norah O'Donnell did step down from the CBS Evening News, but they have a plan. Even though I gave them the plan of just expand the broadcast to an hour-long broadcast and lean into storytelling a lot more. Child, when y'all see this plan, this is going to look like Marceau throwing spaghetti to the wall, seeing what sticks. Then you see T'Challa right there. But we're going to talk about the lobby. And when y'all see the full picture of the lobby, I just want your opinion of, does the lobby match the statue? The Rock is in the news for something he did with the military, and then Stars is trying to find their identity. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you tonight. So should be a very, very good show. Yes, indeed. I'm going to get ready to get up and head on out and walk for a little bit. Usually on Fridays, I'll go out and get something for myself to celebrate myself. It will. I'm looking forward to the meeting. So y'all remember how on yesterday's virtual tour live, I told y'all that I emailed the CEO of Nubian Television because, like I told y'all, they were looking for resumes and stuff like that. Well, I got a meeting coming up. See, the difference between people that get their dreams to come true and the people who keep thinking about dreams are the doers. Okay? Are the doers. So listen, it is what it is. We're gonna roll it out all the way to 212. We're right out to 212. So yes, indeed. So all good things there. Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Let me thank everybody for being here. The network specialists, thank you for being here. Lady B, thank you for being here. My thoughts, thank you for being here as well. Colton James Hodge, thank you for being here. Jacqueline Hedepesh, thank you for being here as well. And my thoughts, I thank you as well. Like I said, all the links are in my description box. I'll add the Tiffany Haddish link a little bit later on today. So, yep. All right, y'all. With that being said, commercial break and fireworks are coming your way for the day that is happening right now. Like I said, I'll meet you guys back here at 6 p.m. Eastern for NABJ, Kamala Harris, Don Lemon, CBS Evening News, Disney, The Rock, and Stars, 7 destinations. Jam-packed show. By the way, just a off point or a side. Can we have the devil emoji, the purple devil emoji, as a like feature on Facebook, please, and thank you? Because sometimes loving a picture is just not enough. I just wanted to say that. I know y'all probably didn't ask me to say that, but I just wanted y'all to know that because, yeah. And some of you ladies probably want that emoji too. For some of the men that y'all look at, you nasties. Well, I can't say nothing because I'm right there along with y'all with the thick women. Anyway, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love. And I send it right back to you. I'll see you guys back here tonight, 6 p.m. Bye, everybody.
All day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
For Ramirez, Wingstop's triple meal deal. 6 classics, 6 boneless, and 2 tenders with 2 dips and a large fry for just $17.99. Get yours delivered today at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Introducing a water theme park like no other. Universal's Volcano Bay. A relaxing tropical oasis where every carefree moment is inspired by the belief that water is life. And life is joy. This is where you'll make the most of every splash, every scream, every breathtaking thrill. Welcome to a new kind of vacation paradise. Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay, the 3rd amazing theme park at Universal Orlando Resort.
Bonjour. And that is the Olympics hot girl style.
So it's a winged, fire-breathing, talking horse.
No.
Okay.
That is the Olympics.
Olympics?
Olympics.
What are they not getting about this?
Right?
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big. Or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you are found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son.
Welcome to the celebration.
We always got it.
I'll see that. Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with joy.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where I'm from.
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 9.
Hey, grab me one too.
What is this feeling that everyone's feeling?
Ding, ding, ding.
With such feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This winning feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This tingle of success. This sensation of triumph.
Ding, ding, ding.
This sensation.
Oh, I can feel it! This season, everyone gets the winning feeling. Win guaranteed prizes like $250 grand and more. Only at Dave & Buster's.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun. We've missed the excitement. We've missed the entertainment. We've missed the nightlife. But most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at NubianTV.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you.
What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy, coming in hot. It's far from elementary.
Oh. Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Sure. Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from.
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You help make this dream come true.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
you.